Hey everybody, Speed Duel Bro here, back at it again. And in today's video, we have SLIFER, the Sky Dragon, Yugi's Egyptian God card. Let's get right to it. For the skill card, we have Fury of Thunder. For monsters, we have 3 Breaker the Magical Warrior, 3 Strike Ninja, and 1 SLIFER the Sky Dragon. For spells, we have 3 Allure of Darkness, and then that's the only spell we're running. Now on the traps, we have 3 Swamp Mirrors, 2 Zomas, 2 Widespread Ruins, and 3 BATTLEGUARD Rage. Now how to win with the deck / strategies. Now before we begin reviewing the strategy, everyone, let's review the skill card, Fury of Thunder. It reads, activate the following skills. During your main phase, while you control SLIFER the Sky Dragon, draw until you have 4 cards in your hand. Second skill, if SLIFER the Sky Dragon is sent to the graveyard, you can shuffle it back into your deck. Each of these skills can only be used once per duel. This skill sounds great and all. Draw 4 so that SLIFER can have 4,000 attack and defense? That's great, awesome, sure. But there is one major flaw. Can you guess what it is? This skill card does not let us search for SLIFER, unlike the skill cards dedicated to the Winged Dragon of Ra and Obelisk the Tormentor. This is the one major flaw of this skill card and the deck. We can't search for SLIFER. Now, with that being said, we have to go with the mindset that we're going to win this duel without SLIFER. Now let me show you the strategy. Alright, let's look at Strike Ninja real quick. Level 4 star, Dark type, Warrior type, 1700 attack, 1200 defense, with an effect, quick effect. You can banish 2 dark monsters from your graveyard. Banish this face-up card until the end phase. You can only use this effect of Strike Ninja once per turn. Now there are 2 key things as to why we chose Strike Ninja for this deck. 1, it's a dark type, and 2, it's a warrior. So with it being a dark, it goes well with Allure of Darkness, 3 breakers, 3 Strike Ninjas, 3 Allure of Darkness, there's your engine. And the fact that it's a warrior, it goes well with one of the cards in the deck, which is BATTLEGUARD Rage. Let's review it. Continuous Trap card. Activate this card by targeting 1 warrior monster you control. It gains 1000 attack. Monsters destroyed by battle with it are returned to the hand instead of going to the graveyard. When that monster leaves the field, destroy this card. And just for clarification, the text, when that monster leaves the field, it means the monster equipped with BATTLEGUARD Rage, so meaning Strike Ninja. Alright? So with BATTLEGUARD Rage, our warrior type monsters will get an instant 1000 attack boost. And I'd like to further emphasize, when you activate BATTLEGUARD Rage, or as a matter of fact, any card that has anything to do with attack points, attack boost, or anything dealing with stat bonuses or minuses, be sure to activate these kinds of cards during the damage step. And for those that don't know how to get into damage step, for the newer players, you just simply say after your opponent attacks, just say damage step. And again, for the newer players, the reason why we say damage step is because Book of Moon can't touch us there. Because what's gonna happen is, let's say your opponent declares an attack on your Strike Ninja, and then you just say activate BATTLEGUARD Rage. What's gonna happen is, once your opponent chains Book of Moon to target your Strike Ninja to go face down, BATTLEGUARD Rage is like an equipped spell card, so meaning when it resolves, when the chain resolves, BATTLEGUARD Rage won't have a target anymore. Okay? So again, when you activate BATTLEGUARD Rage, make sure you say damage step. Now that we got that little explanation out of the way, let's continue. So we've activated BATTLEGUARD Rage during the damage step, right? We just got that 1000 attack boost, which makes Strike Ninja at 2700. Pretty strong, right? Now granted, BattleGuard Rage has this other effect of monsters destroyed by battle with it are returned to the hand instead of going to the graveyard. We don't really care about that, or at least I don't. I only care about the 1000 boost. And the fact that we play 3 of these, if it ever happens, our monster could gain 3000 attack points right off the bat. So, as you can see right here, this strategy is essentially a warrior beatdown strategy. And that's where Swamp Mirrorer comes into play. Let's take a look. Activate this card by declaring 1 monster type and 1 attribute. Special summon this card as a normal monster. Level 4, 1800 attack, 1000 defense with that type and attribute. This card is also still a trap. So the fact that we can change this type into a warrior type, meaning it will also gain the benefits of BattleGuard Rage. So we've got a 2800 attacker and a 2700 attacker here too. That's a pretty formidable field, right? So this is the strategy, everyone. We hope to overwhelm and beat down the opponent with our high attacking monsters. And as simple as this strategy sounds, the process to making this deck was not, because 1, the skill card does not let us search for SLIFER. We have to draw SLIFER, so meaning it's gonna be inconsistent in terms of reaching SLIFER. I mean, you could play 2 or 3 SLIFERs, but at that point, you run the risk of your hands getting bricky or clunky. And you know me, the speed duel bro. I always play to win. So meaning I always optimize all of my decks as best as I can. So with that being said, the first challenge was the inconsistency of SLIFER. What does that leave us to do? Which is part 2. We have to build a deck that can hold its own. Hence the warrior beatdown strategy. But since we're playing a god card, which leads me to my third point, we have to have the ability to special summon monsters at will also. Hence the 3 Swamp Mirrors and then the 2 Zomas. And of course, everyone knows why we play Zoma. Zoma can also add to that warrior beatdown with its offense, or you can play defensively, or we can use it as tribute fodder, or some crash burn damage. But again, if you're asking why I'm playing 2 Zomas and 3 Swamp Mirrors, I prioritize the Swamp Mirrors because these 3 Swamp Mirrors can benefit from BattleGuard Rage. And then don't forget, Strike Ninja has that nifty ability of banishing itself from the field and then returning to the field at the end phase of the turn. So who knows, maybe if you want to save your Strike Ninja because you know we'll be able to tribute 3 monsters next turn for SLIFER, that's where it comes clutch. Now on to card analysis. We play the skill card Fury of Thunder because it's the name of the deck, it's the theme of the deck, SLIFER, the Sky Dragon. And then we play Strike Ninja because it's a dark, and also along with Breaker being a dark, we will be able to have the Allure of Darkness draw engine, which will hopefully help us get to SLIFER or our other pieces of the deck. And the fact that Strike Ninja is a warrior, meaning it's going to gain the attack boost from BattleGuard Rage. And the last point of Strike Ninja is that it has that disappearing effect, meaning if you want to save Strike Ninja for your turn, you can, because it banishes itself and then returns at the end phase of the turn. So it could come in clutch, especially if we have SLIFER in hand and knowing that we can tribute 3 monsters next turn. And then Breaker is Breaker, everyone. Everyone knows what it does. Breaker is a walking MST, Mystical Space Typhoon, for those of you newer players that don't know. And then Allure of Darkness, which is the main draw engine of the deck, which will help us get to our pieces faster and make our deck somewhat more consistent. And then the 3 Swamp Mirrors because it gives us the ability to special summon monsters at will, and the fact that we can change its type to a warrior, meaning it will also benefit from BattleGuard Rage. And then Zoma is Zoma, everyone. I explained it earlier. Again, it can add to the offensive beatdown with its 1800 attack, or you can play it defensively, or we can tribute fodder it, or we can do some crash burn damage. Wow, what a great card, huh? And then the Widespread Ruin just for that pinch of defense should we get overwhelmed by the opponent. Hopefully not. And then BattleGuard Rage which will help us beat down the opponent quickly too, and help us hold down the fort while we wait for SLIFER. So where does this deck rank on the power scale? In my humble opinion, this deck is casual, simply because we can't search SLIFER. So because of that, we had to build a deck that had its own theme, hence the warrior beatdown. But if you compare this skill card to the skill cards of Hieratic Chant and It's No Monster, It's a God, those two cards have the ability to search out their god cards. So that's why we could build a deck dedicated around them. But this is a deck independent on its own, with or without SLIFER. So you could call this deck SLIFER's Warriors, or whatever. But in any case, despite this deck being such a headache to build because of all the points I made out earlier in the video, I'm happy I made it, because now the Egyptian God trilogy is complete. If you go to my channel, you'll see deck profiles for the Winged Dragon of Ra and Obelisk the Tormentor. So here it is, everyone, the final piece, SLIFER the Sky Dragon deck, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to hit the like button, helps me out a lot. And if you enjoyed me, the Speed Duel bro, you're more than welcome to subscribe, because if you love speed duels, I'm sure you'll love me too. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, I always play to win. I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace.